Hey guys, so in this video, I want to talk about why most people fail. First and foremost, we have to define what failure is because a lot of people are very confused. So, a lot of times people think that if they post their first YouTube video and they don't have 100,000 subscribers and 7 days, then they failed, right? Some people think that if they launch their first digital product and they're not a millionaire by tomorrow, then they failed. And that's so far from the truth. Failure only exists when you quit. So when you throw in the towel, you say, I'm done, I don't want to do this anymore, that's when you have officially failed. But if every single day you commit to getting just a little bit better, then you didn't fail, right? You only fail when you quit. So I always tell you guys, no matter what it is that you're trying to do, just never give up. If you never give up, if you just keep trying, then you never failed. So I wanted to make sure we were clear on what failure meant. Now, most people fail. Okay, most people literally fail, so they quit on the goals that they have for themselves because they lack consistency. Okay, I tell you guys this all the time. You have got to be consistent if you want to be successful in anything that it is that you want to do, right? If you want to successfully lose weight, if you want to successfully save money, if you want to successfully be a YouTuber and make money online, it's going to require you to be consistent, which means you have to show up even when you don't feel like it. And honestly, most people aren't willing to do that. Most people allow their day to be ran by their mood and not the plan, meaning if they're too tired, if they're sick, right? If they'd rather be outside hanging out with friends, then that's what they're going to do. Just F the plan. I know I said I was going to make content today, but I feel like laying in bed and watching Netflix all day, so I'd rather do that. And because a lot of people move like that, that's why they fail. They give up because they don't get the results that they feel entitled to. That's something else. There's no time frame of when things will pop off for you, right? If you do want to lose weight, you can't determine how quickly you lose the weight in a healthy manner, okay? And this is coming from someone who's lost 100 pounds, all right? Of course, I wanted to lose the weight quicker than I did. It took me 18 months to lose 100 pounds, but I no longer felt entitled to the results. I just knew that if I just kept eating clean, if I just kept moving my body, if I just kept working on my mental health, then eventually the weight would come off. But a lot of people don't move like that. They think that they have to have these results, whatever they are, within a short period of time. And if they don't, in their mind, it's not working, it's not meant for them, and so they quit, okay? Now, when it comes to making money online, it took me years before I got to this point that I'm at today, okay? When I first started, I was not making the money that I make today. But again, I kept pushing, I kept trying. I kept trying to just be a little bit better than I was yesterday. And because I kept that mindset, my platform slowly started to grow. I slowly started to make more money online. I slowly started to sell more digital products. And that's the energy that I need you to have if you're trying to be successful in your online business and building your YouTube, your TikTok, your Instagram, whatever it is you're trying to do. We have to detach ourselves from the outcome, okay? It'll work. It'll happen for you. My philosophy is this: if it happened for this person, then it can happen for me. They're no more special than me. They're no more different than me, right? They may have a different story, but again, if they were able to achieve that thing, I can achieve it too, okay? They have already shown me that it's possible. So now that I know it's possible, I know that I can do it too, if I'm willing to do the work that they did. See, that's the thing. Sometimes you see what's possible for another person, but it's easier for your ego to just say, well, it's just not gonna work for me. Even though it worked for them, it's not gonna work for me. No, that's just your ego. Let's just be real. That's just your ego. That's what that is. It's really hard for us to remove our ego. I've gotten to a point in my self-development journey. I have no ego when it comes to business. I have no pride when it comes to business. I leave all that at the door, okay? Every single day I am willing to learn. I am willing to be teachable, okay? And I'm willing to accept that if I put in the work, if I just keep showing up, then I will get those results. But unfortunately, like I said, a lot of people don't move like that. They allow their ego to take over, and they say things like, well, it's not going to work for me because of the algorithm. The algorithm doesn't like me. No, that's not true. That's not true. I don't believe that to be true at all. I believe that you should use this experience to figure out what's working for you and what's not. Okay, so it's always room for improvement. At the end of the day, the algorithm is run by people. It's literally run by your audience. So if your thumbnail isn't enticing enough, if your talking point isn't enticing enough, well, then that's why the video didn't get the views that you wanted, right? Are you grabbing people's attention? And listen, I'm still learning too, okay? Not all of my videos get hundreds of views. Not even all of my videos get thousands of views, but I don't allow the views to dictate whether or not I show up. I just keep showing up, and I understand that if I just keep putting in the work, just keep laying the foundation, eventually I will get the results that I always wanted. YouTube by far for me has been the most challenging platform for me to grow. I have grown my Instagram. I've gone viral on Instagram over and over and over again. I've been growing my TikTok. Most of my TikTok growth comes from being on TikTok live, but YouTube is that platform for me and my business where I just have to show up. I have plenty of videos on this particular channel that have only gotten like 10 views, but I don't sulk. I'm not crying about it. I'm like, oh, the algorithm just doesn't like me. It's just not meant for me. Let me just go and give up, right? I just keep putting out videos. I even decided, you know what? Instead of one video a day, I'm going to put out 2. And that's what I've been doing. Even on my weight loss and fitness channel, I'm slowly starting to get the traction, but that took 2 years. I have been posting on that channel for 2 years straight every single day. And now I average about 500 views per video. I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. But I don't look at that. I don't give up on it. I chose a niche in something that I truly love. I love weightlifting, and I was able to incorporate what I love to do into my content, and so it honestly doesn't feel like work. Same with this channel. I love talking about how to make money online. I love talking about business building. I love talking about being your highest version, and since those are talking points that I truly love to talk about, it's easy for me to show up. It's easy for me to be consistent, and you need that consistency in order to be successful in whatever it is that you're trying to do. So I hope this video helps. Leave a comment down below. Let me know, are you struggling with consistency? And if so, what are you going to do about it? Are you just going to blame the algorithm? Are you going to blame your environment, your circumstances? Or are you going to look at yourself in the mirror and realize, hey, I can do this. There's something that's holding me back within me, but I have the power to change it so I can finally get those results. Also, you guys, make sure you join Glow Up Academy. This is the space where we transform who we are. We work on our internal mindset. We work on building ourselves up, becoming more disciplined, accountable, and consistent so that you can get the results that you want. A lot of times people think they need more information. If they had more information, then they would be more successful. But honestly, that's not the truth. What you really need is to change who you are. There's things about you that do not align with the version of yourself that you're trying to become, who will get the results that you've always wanted. So we work through that in Glow Up Academy. The link is down below in my description, and I will see you guys in my next YouTube video. Bye.